everybody. So this is just a map test to show you a quick update I made on the build. We have been testing out some Lancing Steel as the proc mechanic instead of Cyclone. In my experience, it's been pretty good. I'm just using Lancing Steel instead of Cyclone for just mapping. Cyclone does provide more damage, but if you're just mapping, like, Lancing Steel is more than enough to proc out enough damage. And it's just much smoother mechanically because you're a range build now. You can just click it and it should kill everything. The bosses take a little bit longer at the end, the map bosses, right? But it's just much smoother since you don't need to be melee anymore. You can shoot over walls and shoot like over cliffs and elevators. So I'd suggest that for mapping. If you don't feel like using Blazing Salvo, probably Arc is the best clear skill to switch Arc in, Ball Arc in for Blazing Salvo. Alright everybody, let's go over the Blazing Salvo version of the Energy Blade cast on crit setup. So, the reason why we chose Blazing Salvo is it has a higher top end DPS compared to Purifying Flame. Either version is fine for all content, but the Blazing Salvo version does have a higher top end DPS. So as far as the gears changes, we have a +1 proj helmet, and that's the main change right there. And then for Ivory Tower, you ideally want a +2 AoE, +2 proj, or increased flat damage, corruption, instead of +2 duration, which we are currently using because I couldn't find the resistances to cap out because we have the 25 Scourge cold reds there. And other than that, the gear would all be the same as the old build. So for the gem changes, the main change is we took out Sigil Power in the cast when damage taken setup. We also took out the Enlighten from my auras. So as you can see, my mana is much lower. We only have 158 unreserved. So instead of those two gems, we are putting in Vortex and Arcane Surge on Walk. That way you can get Arcane Surge on the build. The Arcane Surge that used to be the main link has been replaced by Anomalous GMP. We're using this because this further reduces our mana cost for Blazing Salvo. Blazing Salvo costs 25 mana and we only have 158 unreserved. And obviously Blazing Salvo goes in also. And one final change is the curse is switched from Assassin's Mark to Sniper's Mark because we're now using a projectile. And Blazing Salvo has a 1% base crit higher than Purifying Flames, so it is already capped at 100% without any gear or curses. So that's why we switched to Sniper's Mark. And as far as that goes, that's all the changes for the gems. Just Vortex, an Arcane Surge, and Sniper's Mark. And the GMP. The rest of the build, and as far as the tree goes, is exactly the same as the old build. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Okay, wave 29 with 36% life. Couple extras. Okay, wave 30, nothing really. Alright, that's the end of wave 30. Nah, not crazy all. Doable all. Yeah, Cyclone is just better right here, as you can tell. Temba time. Okay. But time again. Oh fuck. Oh my god. We fucked up that flame dash. I think Cyclone is better, right? Has to be. For clear, yeah, for clear. Superior. For certain situations, I could see it being comparable. Ah, fuck you. Alright. We'll try kill him just because I'm stubborn. Actually, we're doing so little damage. He has 68% more monster health. This is gonna be annoying. He doesn't do that much damage. It's just sloppy, right? Cyclone is obviously, like, we should probably switch to Cyclone already. Should we suicide? Yeah, Cyclone just does more single target. I would say, yeah, very rarely, in certain situations, you could go, what's it called? You could definitely go, what's it called, this Lancing Steel. Like, for invitations in particular, you want to play super safe, right? And let's say you don't have GG damage yet, just mechanically it's safer to fight at range. But the damage is, as you can see, a little bit worse. A little bit worse, right? We'll switch to Cyclone for the second half of the fight. Alright, yeah, let's go back. As you can see, like, if it's like a mechanical fight like this where you understand what you're doing, Cyclone just pumps out way more damage. And if you're trying to, like, just blow bosses, Cyclone just is superior, right? I do think Blazing Salvo does a little bit more damage than Purifying Flame, though. If you're talking about top end. I think it's close enough that it doesn't really matter. But if you're going super max damage, it is a little better. Also, I would say, if you're doing this build, what's it called? Why are we losing health? Don't do that, bitch. you do any move, I'm gonna fucking dynamite him. Oh, Temba, bitch. Yeah, just do so much more damage like this, right? You think we should try to suicide on this guy and try another fight? As what's it called? Temba. We could try a suicide and then try to fight him as Divergent. What is it? Purifying Flame, right? Just to test. But I think we just kill him. I think we just kill him. Too lazy. Can we get one more Otemba? He is gonna get one more Otemba. What a bitch. I don't even care anymore. Break them all. Break them all, you fuck.